Change is not something that we should fear. Rather, it is something that we should welcome. Every 4 weeks, I take on a new topic to make myself either healthier, wealthier, or wiser. And it's something that I want to capture my experience and provide for you as a gateway to explore each of these topics deeper. And again, these quotes come straight from the book Light on Yoga. I got a link down below if you'd like to check it out for yourself. It's essentially the modern book of, the Bible on modern yoga. I'm addicted to routine. And you can ask my wife, you can probably ask my young kids. They get that I do things on a routine basis. Routines, they're not good or bad on their own, but they can be something that holds you back. And I've seen a lot of people on podcasts and different things I listen to really start to dive deeper into this concept of routines maybe being a hindrance to your ability to do X, Y, or Z, or to function at the best peak ability. I can't get started without a cup of coffee in the morning. And that's one example. If I don't get 8 hours of sleep, my next day is ruined. I know I've heard that a million times. I can't go to dinner because my favorite show is on. That's just painful for me to hear out loud. Coffee, sleep, and entertainment, they're not bad things on their own, but if a creature comfort becomes more of a necessity or a crutch that you rely on, it can take away from your full life experience. Yoga can reveal some of those specific areas that have become a weakness through the day-to-day routines. Are there specific areas of your body or aspects of your well-being or elements of your routine day-to-day experience that you would like to focus on through your yoga practice? That's the question that I've been dwelling on for the second day of this week. Targeted asana practice was the first response that I came up with. And that's designing selected poses or sequences of poses that are going to address specific physical, emotional, or energetic needs. And there are some great resources out there to target very specific things that you're experiencing. And I really appreciate that about the program that I'm doing with Yoga with Adriene. And so there's a link down below for that one specifically of what I'm following for this 4-week experience. And each one of those has a one-word theme. Most of them seem like they're one word, and they all have a theme that's targeting something specific, either deconstructive or constructive. And so that's the first thing, is targeted practice. And frankly, you're on YouTube here, or you could go over to YouTube if you're on a different platform and find tons of resources. I mean, there seems like a near infinite number of programs. The second is self-care routines. And so this is incorporating therapeutic practices like restorative yoga, for example, or other forms of yoga to promote relaxation, rejuvenation, healing. So a few days ago, the program was, I was exhausted. I mean, my kids had a stomach bug, and my wife was sick, and I was running around, and it just so happens that the program for that day was a relaxation program where I think the whole thing was sitting down. I could not have asked for a better routine for that day. I mean, it was perfect timing, and I could have sought that out if that's what I needed. But those self-care routines can also be incorporated into your day-to-day, grind, into your day-to-day cycle of what you do, when you do it, why you do it. And being intentional about that is going to be something that spills over in a positive way to other aspects of your life. The third area, when I'm dwelling on specific areas of my body or my routine that I can help promote well-being, is the mind-body integration. So this shows up often as my third point to any question. And I wrap it up in this example as exploring the mind-body connection to understand the impact of whatever thoughts or emotions come up on my physical well-being and vice versa. So an example of this would be when I was growing up, and especially going into college or going into grad school, I learned something about myself, that I carry a lot of my stress in my shoulders and in my gut. And so I actually got like stomach ulcers just from the stress of going into some of those transition times. And so stress shows up in a very interesting way, unique ways for all types of people. And that's just how it appeared to me. And so knowing that and really acknowledging that, and how those emotions and thoughts have impact my physical well-being, I can actually use that in reverse. And if I'm experiencing some GI issues, or if I feel a lot of tension in my shoulders, I can realize, I might actually be really stressed about something, and I might have something in my life that I'm maybe ignoring or not paying attention to that really should be acknowledged. And so sometimes, the cause and the symptom, that relationship can go both ways. So those are 3 different areas that I explored when I was thinking about the mind-body aspect and what could be revealed through my yoga routine as it relates to my well-being.